The 2019 draft had a lot of predictable things happen in it. Zion Williamson went number 1 to the Pelicans. We already knew Zion was going number 1 since basically the middle of the college basketball season. Ja Morant went number 2. That's something also that we expected to happen. RJ Barrett went number 3. And as you see the pattern flowing, very predictable things. But something that was not predicted to happen, and if anybody says that they knew this was going to happen, they're a complete liar. Bol Bol, a player who was pretty much a lock to be a lottery pick before the start of the college basketball season, due to him having high amounts of potential, being 7'2", with guard-like skills, and not to mention a 7'8" wingspan, and also being an elite shot blocker. Bol Bol was basically seen as like a real-life version of the 2K15 demigod, and he had the opportunity to show these abilities in limited college games, posting averages of 21 points per game, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, and he shot 52% from 3 while attempting 3 3-pointers a game. But the reason why I say limited college basketball action is because he injured his foot. A stress fracture ended his college basketball season very prematurely, and that's where we could kind of fast forward to present day. The NBA draft comes, and everybody pretty much expects that Bol Bol will not be selected in the lottery due to that injury, and his size, his stature, makes it very, very hard to come back from lower body injuries. Him being 7'3", and the way he plays, it can take a toll on a player's knees, feet, and things like that. So it was expected that teams will stand back a little bit and not take too much of a gamble and too much of a risk on a player with a lot of potential, yes, but a player that can also run the risk of being injury prone. So the lottery comes and it goes. Just as expected, Bol Bol's not selected. But then the first round ends. Bol Bol's still on the board. I'm watching the draft, and players that I never heard of before are getting selected over him. I'm saying, who, like basically who are these players? By this point, NBA Twitter is starting to feel bad for him. I'm starting to feel bad for him. The camera keeps panning to his face, and he just looks like a combination of being tight and sad at the same time. And to sum it all up, Bol Bol goes late in the second round, number 44 to the Miami Heat. At that point, I was ecstatic, because I did not expect us to get Bol Bol or anything close to that type of player coming out of the draft. Then I checked my phone, traded to the Nuggets. As a Heat fan, I'm tight. But Bol Bol ends up in Denver. Again, remember, he was drafted round number 2. Pick 44. And when I say this, the NBA teams and whoever is in charge the night of the draft has made a massive mistake on passing up on Bol Bol. Like I said, I understand the lottery team staying away from him, but if you deep in the draft in the first round, even in the second round, and you look at the big board and you see Bol Bol's name and you decide to skip past on that talented player to draft somebody that basically nobody has ever heard of before from Europe or whatever, not to bash on European players, but I mean, come on now. You have a 7'3" demigod with a 7'8" wingspan who has guard skills, who is a shot blocker, who's fast with the ball, without the ball. He's a demigod. Comparisons to Kevin Durant. But you want to pick somebody that's overseas that has no athleticism and basically, that's not even going to be in the league. You decide to pass on that to draft somebody that's probably going to spend about 5 years in the G League. Let's be honest here. Bol Bol is a player with extraordinary talents and huge potential, and he should have never been selected in the second round. And if healthy, he will prove this season that he should have been at least looked at as a lottery type player or even a top 10 player because he has top 10 talent and potential. And the Denver Nuggets got themselves a steal in the draft. They did it with Michael Porter Jr. last year. They're doing it again with Bol Bol this year. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Money Mack, and I'm out.